Welcome to Classic Bedtime Stories. This is a bonus story and not a classic to celebrate Easter since the Easter Bunny is visiting tomorrow. The Tale of Little Bramble Bunny. In a quiet little hedgerow tucked between mossy stones and wildflowers, there lived a small brown rabbit named Bramble. Bramble was a tidy bunny with soft paws and a habit of brushing his whiskers whenever he felt unsure, which was quite often. For you see, Bramble had been given a most important job. It was nearly Easter, and for the very first time, he had been asked to help deliver the spring eggs. "Oh dear," said Bramble, peeking into his tiny basket. "I do hope I don't drop them." The eggs were quite lovely, painted in soft blues, gentle yellows, and pale pinks, like the colors of early morning. The sun had just begun to rise as Bramble set off. He hopped past the old willow tree where the birds were just beginning to sing. "Good morning, Bramble," chirped the robin. "Good morning," he replied politely, though his voice was rather small. At the first little cottage, Bramble paused. He carefully placed an egg beside the door, then adjusted it again. "Oh dear," he whispered, "perhaps just a little to the left." And then, quite suddenly, his foot slipped on the dew. One egg rolled gently across the grass. "Oh my!" cried Bramble, scurrying after it, but instead of breaking, the egg came to rest safely among a patch of daisies. Bramble blinked. "Well, that wasn't so bad," he said softly. As he continued, something curious happened. With each hop, he grew a little braver. At one home, he left 2 eggs instead of 1. At another, he even gave a tiny smile as he placed them neatly by the step. By the time the sun had fully risen, Bramble's basket was nearly empty, and his whiskers, they were no longer trembling. When he returned to the hedgerow, the elder rabbit gave a gentle nod. "Well done, Bramble." Bramble straightened just a little. "Thank you," he said, brushing his whiskers, though this time not from worry, but from pride. And from that day on, Bramble Bunny was known as one of the most careful and kindest Easter helpers in all the meadow. And if you ever happen to see a perfectly placed egg on a quiet spring morning, you might just have Bramble to thank. I hope you enjoyed listening. Please remember to like and subscribe to my podcast. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite.